Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Retro Magazines and Patterns. I'm Sophie, and today's video I wanted to do something fun. It's not necessarily vintage, but in my mind it is a little retro. So the new second installment of the Wicked series is being released this month, and I've always been a big fan of the Wizard of Oz movie. I can remember watching it every year as a kid. It would always have like a special release on TV, and it was always just really exciting to watch. So the Wicked movies are just a continuation of that. I've been a fan of the musical for a long time. I think the songs are great, and the first movie had so many just fantastic visuals. It was just really fun to look at. So I thought that in this video I would kind of go over some Wicked inspired patterns that I found online, and also I found a few like Wicked inspired recipes that I thought might be fun. So I'm going to share all of those with you guys. But before I do that, I wanted to kind of review a Wicked inspired crochet kit that I got recently. So I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm actually a huge fan of crochet kits. I don't own every one that I find, but I will very frequently pick up crochet kits if I find them. I don't know what it is about them particularly. I just really enjoy them. I think they're fun. I like that everything is kind of contained right there, so you can just have that little bit of instant gratification and making something really cute without having to search for all the individual parts. So that being said, I was recently at Five Below with my family, and I spotted a few $5 crochet kits, so I picked them up. The first one that I got was this really cute itty bitty knit kit, and I did pick up this little gingerbread guy because the holidays were coming up, and I thought this might actually be a fun maybe tutorial, so we'll see. I might do something with him soon because I was curious about a knit kit. I've definitely seen crochet kits, but I really haven't seen very many knit kits, at least not like recent ones. I know Mary Maxim had them back in the day, but so I got that one. I also got this cute stitch crochet kit because I do have somebody in my life who loves Stitch, and so I thought that this might be fun to make up and gift to that person. And the last one that I got was this Glinda crochet kit from the movie Wicked. So what I liked most about this one when I saw it was that she actually kind of looks like the original Glinda from the Wizard of Oz movie. So I wanted to work this up. Plus, I've been really kind of curious to see. I've heard a lot about these Five Below crochet kits online. I've seen them for sale on like Poshmark for decent amounts of money. I have seen YouTube videos and TikTok shorts of people making some of these, but I was really curious myself to kind of see how they worked up. Some crochet kits that I have seen reviewed, not this one specifically, but some that I have seen are really just not very good. People complain that the patterns aren't even written to resemble the picture, that it's an AI picture. So I wanted to go ahead and give these a try to see if they were really worth $5. So I did have a short that I worked up to kind of show you me working through it, but I was just going to give you my, 2 cents on this Glinda crochet kit. So she actually worked up really well. If you haven't seen my short, this is her right here. And I think she looks a lot like the Glinda on the package. And what I liked about this particular pattern was that it wasn't just like a simple, doll body with, plain eyes, no details. She really does have character. She has the curly hair. They give her the little crown. She has the little shoes on with her sparkly dress. So I thought that as far as the pattern was concerned, at least how it ended, it looked a lot like this, and I was happy with it. I found the pattern really easy to follow as well. If you have even just a basic working knowledge of crochet and or amigurumi, this is not going to be difficult at all. There was definitely some fiddly parts. The head is crocheted straight on the body from the neck. The skirt is also crocheted straight to the body along the waist on some front loops only. Those parts are fiddly, but that's to be expected. They always are. So aside from that, this was a lot of fun to work up. And she, you know, you can see the back of her. I really liked the edging that they had on the dress. They're like cute little details. Also, I was really kind of impressed with the materials. So you can see, this is after I've made her. I have this much stuffing left, and this is the yarn that is left. I almost feel with just a little bit of supplemented yarn, I could make a completely second doll. Maybe need a little bit more pink. You know, I might need a little bit more for the hair, but honestly, I had more than enough of the supplies. It did come, you know, obviously with the stitch definitions, all of those things. Also, a really well written pattern, in my opinion. So I thought it was a really fun little kit. I would definitely feel confident buying another Five Below $5 crochet kit. I know some people aren't huge fans of them. The only thing that I would say would probably be a negative in this would just be the crochet hook that they included. I should have that in here. I didn't think it was horrible. It's just a nice aluminum crochet hook. It's better than some that I've gotten in crochet kits, honestly. Doesn't really bend very much. I've had some that were really bendy. But I did switch mine out all the same just because I wanted that like rubber grip on it. But all in all, I thought the crochet kit was certainly worth $5. We see a lot of them nowadays that are, you know, kind of expensive, especially for what they are. But if you just want a fun, quick craft to go along with a movie that you enjoy, a little keepsake, if you will, from, you know, a favorite movie, I think that these are definitely worth checking out. So, I don't know. That's my take on the Five Below crochet kit. You know, I'm going to pick up some more in the future if I find them and they have to do with movies or shows that I'm a fan of. And I'll let you know if those kind of play out the same. But as far as this one, I had a really nice experience with it. So moving on, I did want to go over some fun Wicked inspired patterns that I found online. And I wouldn't say there weren't a lot, but there weren't like, there wasn't an like inundation of free Wicked patterns. If you're willing to spend some money on some, you know, Etsy patterns and things like that, there's definitely a little bit more that you'll find. Now, these aren't all specifically Wicked. I did throw in some Wizard of Oz as well because, well, obviously it goes with the theme. So I'm just going to go through these and show you guys the ones that I found that I thought were really, really cute. So the first one that I found was this Gravity Bag by Cozy Nooks Designs. And I like this. I thought it was cute. It's really kind of straightforward and simple. So you're just going to do like a tapestry crochet, you know, graph on each side. You know, you've got the princess crown on one side, the witch hat on the other, pink, green. But you could also play around with the designs on each side if you wanted. But I thought this was really cute. I like the idea that it was something that you could make to kind of celebrate the movie, but at the same time it was usable, and that's always fun too. So I definitely like this one, and I thought it was cute that there was like a little TikTok of her showing it off so you guys could really get a feel for it. The next thing that I found was this really cool, I liked it. It's not on the nose Wicked, but it is definitely inspired. So this is on Yarnspirations.com, and it is a Argyle crocheted Afghan, half in pink and half in green with the fringe on it, and it's really cute. And so I really like this because it definitely gives you those kind of Wicked inspired vibes, but at the same time, it's, you know, it can kind of bleed into other areas. It'll blend in. It's not too on the nose. But it was a really pretty pattern, and I love plaid and Argyle, so to kind of see that worked into this, I thought was a really cute touch. So that one is on here. And I did actually find several Yarnspiration patterns. So I'm just going to kind of run through those ones real quick so you guys can see them. But they did have this really cute kind of princessy top with a really neat tie back. And like a keyhole in the back of it with the big puff sleeves. And they did it in the bright Glinda pink. So I like that one. I thought that was really cute for a free pattern. They also did have a great crochet witchy hat. I like it because I think the frilly little brim really gives it like a nice little feminine touch. So it's not just so harsh as like a black witchy hat, but it is a witchy hat. Okay, and then they also did have a crocheted set of witch feet, which I thought were a lot of fun. They look like the feet that you see in the Wizard of Oz in the beginning when Dorothy first gets to Munchkin Land and she sees the ruby slippers on the witch's feet. So I thought that was a lot of fun. These ones are crocheted. I did find a knitted pair, which I will show you guys here in a bit. But these ones are crocheted, and they are on the Yarnspirations website too. And then they had a Regal Crown, which kind of goes, you know, with the witchy hat. So you can either do the crocheted witchy hat, or you have this really cute Regal Crown as well. So this one was pretty. Obviously you can do them in all kinds of colors, so kind of personalize it, but they were really fun. And then lastly, from Yarnspirations, I did find this Burnett crochet corset belt. So I think I really just liked the style of it. I thought it was a really neat free pattern. It isn't something that I can find a place for in my wardrobe particularly, but I figured there might be one or two of you out there that might think that that could fit perfectly in their wardrobe. So I wanted to add that one too. So let's go back to those witchy feet for a moment, because I was also able to find a free Ravelry download for a set of knitted ruby slipper feet as well. And these ones are by Katja Blum. And again, this is on Ravelry, and it's really similar to the Yarnspirations set, except for instead of being crocheted, it is knitted. So depending on what look you're going for, you know, you can pick either of those. They're really fun. I just think it looks really whimsical. It'd be a cute little, like, I don't know, bookshelf decor piece maybe. So I like those. I also found this adorable little like book cover, and this is called Binding Romance. Now, this one is from Drops Designs at garnstudio.com, but I like the idea of dressing up a favorite book in your favorite hobby. So I just wanted to share this one. I love the color they used on the cover shot. You know, it's that bright kind of Glinda pink. And so to me, it just gave me those vibes. But I know it's not specifically Wizard of Oz or Wicked, but I thought it kind of fit in there a little bit for you guys. So I did find another, I guess these are two different patterns. One is knit, one is crochet. Both really cute. They are Wizard of Oz finger puppets. So from the same designer from the knitted ruby slippers, Katja Blum, there is a free Ravelry download for some knitted little finger puppets. And I thought they were really cute. Now, I think the Katja Blum one is, all of them are free. The whole download is free. So you should, you know, check it out if you enjoy those kind of like little knitted projects. They're really cute. The scarecrow is adorable. The other one was from elisacrochet.com, and these are crocheted versions of the Wizard of Oz finger puppets. These are really cute. If you look at the picture, you'll see just like how adorable they look. Now, I do not believe all of the characters are free, but on her website, it does look like Dorothy and I believe the lion are free. And I think the scarecrow may be free on there as well. But I'll leave the links below for all of these so you can check them out. If you wanted all of those patterns, I do think she has a link in there to purchase like all of them in one. But she does have several of them for free. So the next one, this is another nod to the ruby slippers, and it is this really cute pair of ruby slipper socks, and this one's by Ashley McCauley, and this is a free Ravelry download too. So this is another one of those patterns that I think is really inspired by the whole whimsical Wizard of Oz theme, but it's not super on the nose. They are these cute black and white striped socks with the red toe, heel, and like cuff, but just a really cute way to kind of give a nod to the like franchise. So I like those. Now, you saw my Five Below crochet kit, Glinda, but if you are looking to make your own doll with no kit required, you could try these. These are from, I think it's High Chic or High Sheep OK.blogspot. I'll pop that up so you guys can see it since I'm having trouble reading it. But there are some free patterns here for Elphaba and Glinda. And these ones are equally adorable. They have different detailings than the crochet kit I did, and I like that, just giving it some more character. But these ones are really cute, and so if you are just looking to make your own little dolls, you don't have to go out and get a crochet kit. You can just try one of these. Next would be this really fun Wicked Witch hand puppet, and this is from Erin, and I believe it is ekg.com is the website. Now, this is just really fun. Now, she does have a whole set. I do not believe they are all free, but the Wicked Witch of the West hand puppet was really fun. I thought that was definitely worth sharing with you guys. So you should check those out, see what the other ones look like, because they are a lot of fun too. In going on with the Amigurumi and the dolls, I did find this really adorable crocheted Amigurumi Dorothy with Toto in a basket, and this is a Ravelry download. I know I've mentioned this before, but I really do like finding the Ravelry downloads because I am the type of crocheter and knitter that I really do better when I have a paper copy in front of me, something that I can write on, something I can reference wherever I am. So that is definitely, that's a free download. So it's really cute. With the Amigurumi, I also did find this really cute Tin Man. Now, he is a simple pattern, so there's not a lot of detail going on with him. That being said, I still thought he was really cute. I liked him. He is, now I found the link to him on Ravelry, but he is coming from the Book People Studio on the Wayback Machine. So the Wayback Machine is where the pattern is actually found. So, but in the link, it'll probably just take you to Ravelry, and then you can find the link there. But he's cute. I just like him. I like the fact that he's really simple in design. But you know, you use that gray yarn, he looks like the Tin Man. You could even get, I was really actually disappointed with my Glinda doll. I thought I had a skein of that like gray yarn that had the metallic silver like thread plied in, and I could have sworn I had some, and I wanted to use that instead of the gray that came with the kit. But that would be, if you have some of that, that would be really fun to use for the Tin Man too, kind of give him that metallic look. But yeah, I thought he was cute. Now I did find another Afghan online that is free, and it is a corner to corner Wicked Grafghan, and it looks like the Bill play from the musical. So this one is classic, great for, you know, a real true fan from the beginning. But it's pretty, and if you do like working those like corner to corners, this would be really fun for you, I think, because there's not like a terrible amount of colors in there, but it is detailed. It's cool. And then I am gonna just throw up a couple other graphs that I found online. Just, you know, I think if you wanted to design your own thing, it would be a lot of fun to maybe use some of these. There's a bunch, actually, though. I did find quite a few graphs online. And then the last pattern I have is this really fun Dorothy doll. Now, I'm going to try to pronounce the last name, so I apologize if I get it wrong. She has a lot of patterns. You might have heard of her if you enjoy crocheting dolls. But this is Laurel Duruisseau. And this one is free. The Dorothy doll is a free download on Ravelry. And if you look really carefully, you'll see just how fun she is with her red sequin shoes. Now, Laurel has a lot of really fun doll patterns on her Ravelry page, so you might want to just check it out and see what else she has. But the Dorothy doll is free, and I liked her. I like the look of her. She kind of reminds me of those like 1980s, maybe like claymation or stop animation cartoons or something like that, but the doll is really cool. So, and I thought it was fun to see something that unique as a free pattern. Now, those are all the free patterns that I was able to find that I really thought were worth mentioning. That being said, I did find a couple, not a lot, just a couple of fun recipes that I thought, you know, the holidays coming up, the movie coming out, you might find a good use for some of these at a party or a get-together, something like that. The first one I found was this Elphaba dip. I liked it. It was just, it's like an avocado dip, but it sounds really good, really simple. The ingredients aren't going to be hard to hunt down, so this isn't going to be a complicated thing to put together, but, you know, just something that gets you that little bit of a wicked vibe. I did find, now, I was trying to go for recipes that are like easy and quick, nothing too complicated. And I saw this wicked fudge and I thought that might be a bit much. You're going to have to get like the ingredients, the food coloring, things like that. Oh no, this is made with like 3 ingredients. If I remember correctly, and again, the link will be below, but if I remember correctly, I think it's just white chocolate morsels melted with colored icing and then you mix it together. So it's like 3 ingredients. That's all it is. And when I saw that, I thought, well, that's really fun because it definitely has like that visual, you know, striking visual appearance. And then just 3 ingredients. It's really simple to put together. So I'm going to share that one with you guys. You know, you could even use food, like different flavor extracts if you wanted, like almond or something to give it kind of like a different flavor than just like pure sugar, but they're really pretty, I thought. And then I did like this one. I think you could actually tweak the recipe for the flavors that you really want to stand out in it, but it is a cheese ball made mostly with cream cheese, but it's shaped to look like a witch's hat with the poppy seeds on it. So I just thought it was cute. I don't know if anybody is going to be having any, you know, fun holiday parties that you think that would fit in at, but I just thought it was really cute, so I wanted to share that one. And then the last recipe I have is for pink popcorn. So this one is actually a vintage recipe. This is not inspired by the movie Wicked or inspired by Glinda in any way. This was actually a popular treat like decades ago, but it definitely gives you those same feels, so I thought it fit in perfectly. And I did see some recipes out there for green popcorn as well, so if you wanted to go ahead and make both, you know, you could have a little bit of both on, you know, your table or what have you. But the pink popcorn I thought fit perfectly because it's got that vintage vibe, but it's also that cute Glinda pink. So that's all I have for you guys for my Wizard of Oz Wicked inspired patterns and recipes video. I hope you guys enjoyed sharing these kind of things with me. I am a fan of like movie and show makes. I do get inspired a lot from the things that I watch. So if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments below because I would like to share with you guys more of those type of things. I am working on a Stranger Thing inspired video because that's a favorite show of mine. So look for that soon. But until the next one, I hope I inspired you guys to make some really cute Wizard of Oz themed things, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!